Hello students, good morning to one and all. So today once again we are back to the first chapter of your English textbook, that is the letter to God. So this is, we have already completed this one in this class. Okay, in the previous class. Okay, today just we are going to revise with the question and answer. Okay, so letter to God, you know that it is a prose, okay, written by G.L. Foynes, okay, the writer. Then the basic of the story is what is the basic of story is it consists some sort of some different kinds of characters. Okay, the characters is what Lencho, the farmer, and or the postman, or else the post office, the staffs in the post office, what are they? Okay, who all are there? Then the Lencho's family, and the hailstorms and the rain. Okay, so these are the characters included in this chapter, the letter to God. So according to this chapter, we see that one main thing we see that there is a what is called the relation. Okay, relation between the human beings and the nature, and the relation between the human beings and the God. Okay, we know that the letter to God. Okay, it is something hilarious. Okay, hilarious that no one writes a letter to God usually we write it to we write a letter, informal and formal letter. Formal letter we write it to whom we do not know, okay, or official letter. But informal letter we write it to our relatives or near and dear ones. Okay, so that is what called this is a formal letter. Okay, sorry, informal letter. Then, but letter to God. Okay, but it is it comes under which category? Which category of letter? Okay, that is what left to the readers. Okay, to decide. So the story is very simple and very interesting also. So we know that there is a farmer called Lencho. Okay, he has his field. Okay, he has his corn field. Then where the cultivation is his main occupation. Okay, so without cultivation there is no other occupation for a Lencho. Okay, so Lencho is the name of the farmer. So what happens is this one totally he dependent on cultivation. Okay, for his livelihood. Okay, for the sustenance of his family and so on. Okay, so totally he is dependent on cultivation. Okay, so whatever he receives through the cultivation, that is the, so with that okay, he manages or he runs the family, okay, throughout the year. Okay, so once it had this Lencho had planted some corn, okay, in his field. Okay, and he was waiting for the rain to come. Okay, so we know that, okay, for farmer how it is important. Okay, the rain or water. Okay, how it is important, we know it. Okay, even if we have not experienced practically also, we might have studied, okay, in the book or else in the newspaper. Okay, and none of us are unknown, okay, about this cultivation, because in India, okay, cultivation is the main occupation. I mean, most of the people, they adopt cultivation as their main occupation. So he was waiting for the rain to come. Then luckily there was a sign of rain, okay, in the cloud. So in the cloud there was a sign of rain. Then what is it? It is he has his children's. They were playing. Okay, it was happened to be in the evening, and the time also was approaching for the supper. I mean dinner. Okay, night time. So they were playing. The children of this Lencho. Okay, they were playing, and some of them were playing. Okay, inside and outside the house. Okay. So during that time there was a rain. So very good rain. Okay, the rain was so important that this Lencho Okay, was overjoyed. Also became very happy. Okay, when rain came. Okay, so this is what is called this Lancho. He was staying inside the room, but when rain started falling, okay, he could not remain inside. He started going out of the room and felt that yes, he wanted to feel the touch of that rain. Okay, so this is where he compares. Okay, he compares that drop of rain into the drop of this is what is called coins. Okay, or say this peso, what we call it according to their currency. Okay, so he showed then he compared that one. Okay, because the importance of rain was that much for the Lancho that the what is called the raindrop he compared to the what is called the golden coins of pesos. Okay, so that once it was important for the his cultivation the water or else the rain. So he started enjoying that one rain. Okay, for a while he was very happy. Okay, then what happens that one after some times. Okay, after sometimes after a few hours what happens is this rain. Okay, this rain converted into a horrific hailstorms. Okay, hailstorms you know that. Okay, I don't want to explain to you more. Okay, meaning also I have already told you. So this is converted into rainstorm. Okay, hailstorms fell so profusely or also so heavily that whatever the crops was there, okay, in the field, okay, everything damaged. Okay, so when that hailstorm started falling, the farmer Lancho, he thought that this would last. What a hailstorm will not last longer, more than an hour also. Yes, it will not last hours and hours. It will stop within 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, that was the thought of this is Lancho. But unfortunately, the hailstorm began. Okay, the heavy hailstorm began falling for hours, and as a result, nothing was left in the corn, in the cornfield. Okay, whatever the cultivation was there, okay, in the field, everything was destroyed totally. Not even leaf was left. Okay, so this Lancho thought that even the what is called locust comes also. Even in the place of this hailstorm, locust would have come also. It would not have done that much damage to my this is cornfield. Okay, then after that one, this Lancho was very sad. Okay, he became very sad. Then he thought that one, who will help? Okay, who will help to run his family? Okay, who will help to feed his family for the for that year? Okay, because that year the corn was totally destroyed. Okay, so he got an idea. What idea? Okay, he got an idea of God. Okay, he thought that one, God is there. Okay, he will help me. Who thought? Lancho thought. Then he thinking that one, he decided to write a letter. Okay, but we have the title of the topic, letter to God. So he decided to write a letter to God. Okay, so he, as we write a letter to our near and dear ones. Okay, in the same way, Lancho also bought a long letter. Okay, that letter bought from the post office and wrote. Okay, narrating all his problems. Okay, and importantly, he mentioned that the money of 100 peso. Okay, 100 peso from God. Okay, for the help. So that for that year he can. Yes, they cannot go starving. Rather, they will have better. Yes, a better food for them. Okay, that is what the Lancho. That is what Lancho thought and mentioned also in the writing. Okay, mentioned in the writing also when he wrote a letter to God. Then after writing that one, the address also he wrote to whom he is writing the letter to God. So the receiver's address also accordingly he put to God. Then he went and put in the letter box of the post office. Then this in the post office, okay, in the post office, who this is what is called one of the postman. Okay, one of the postman came and received the letter, and when he saw the first time for this what is this letter to God, he was surprised. Okay, he was surprised and he was also very, excited. Okay, to inform the other staff members. Then other staff members also they wrote it. No, sorry, they read it, the letter, and they thought that one. But let us not break the faith, or let us not kill the faith of this Lencho over God. Even the postman himself thought that if I had the faith of this man over God, how beautiful it would have been. Okay, that is what who thought. This is a postman thought. Then we know that practically it is highly impossible for any individual to get a letter or else get money from God directly. So, in order not to kill the faith of this great man, this is Lencho over God, this postman collected the money, okay, of his own pocket and from the pocket of other this staff members. Okay, other staff members. Then out of that 100 pesos, okay, he had collected only 70 pesos. Then he gave that 70 peso to Lencho. Okay, through that same letter, he put in the letter box. Then on the following day or after some days, toward Lencho comes and asks the letter, is there any letter for me? Okay, from God. Then he finds the letter and he was very happy. But when he opens and writes, he sees, then he is surprised and he is angry as well. Why? Because there was only 70 pesos. Okay, but he had mentioned to God that 100 pesos, and he was angry. He thought that one, this is what is, God will not make any mistake in calculation. Okay, God had sent me 100 pesos correctly, but this is crooked or else insincere. This is postman. Okay, postman. Okay, postman. They have taken the 30 peso out of 100 pesos. Okay, thinking that one, he got angry. And once again for the 30 peso, again he mentions them. Okay, for mentioning 30 pesos, okay, or to get the 30 pesos from God, once again this Lencho writes a letter. Okay, Lencho writes a letter to God, and again he goes to the post office and puts the same letter in the same letter box. Then we know that second time he does not receive any letter or money. Okay, so this is what only one thing we notice that the conflicts, okay, conflicts between human beings and the nature, or the conflict or is a relation, okay, relation or the faith, okay, the between human beings and God. How beautiful it is in this chapter, the letter to God. So here are some questions, okay, basing on the this is what is called our chapter letter to God. First one goes like this. Okay, the first one goes like this. What does Lencho have complete? Who does Lencho have complete faith in? Which sentence in this story tell you this? Okay, so with whom Lencho had the complete faith? Okay, then which sentence tells us from the text? Okay, from the text, that is the first question. We know that Lencho had a complete faith or also profound faith on God, and the sentence it is there in the text that when he receives Lencho when he receives the money, the 70 pesos, that time he accuses the postman. Okay, postman that they have stolen the money which was sent by God. Okay, so he was fully certain that God had sent 100 pesos to me, but out of that one, 30 pesos were stolen by this postman. So this is one of the example that who Lencho had a profound faith on God. Okay. Then next one. Why does the postman send money to Lencho? Why does he sign the letter God? Okay, so we know that. Okay, so dear students, in this book, okay, you have to write only one, 4 or 5 sentences. You have to limit the answer. Okay, don't write more than that one. Okay, so here we see. Okay, why does the postmaster send money to Lencho? Okay, because we know that when this postman received the letter, okay, he was very happy and he was surprised that one, okay, to see the faith of this Lencho on God. Okay, so he himself thought that one, if I had this kind of faith, how beautiful it would have been, or how wonderful it would have been. Okay, so not to kill the faith of not to kill the strong faith of this Lencho on God, he wrote the letter. Okay, he wrote the letter. Okay, while he was sending letter to this Lencho, that time also he wrote the same address from God. Okay, that is the second one. And the third one is, did Lencho try to find out who had sent the money to him? Why and why not? Okay, first one is, did Lencho try to find out who had sent the money to him? Okay, so definitely, okay, Lencho thought that the money was taken, sent from, is sent by God himself. Okay, and why Lencho find it? Because there was missing some money. So okay, according to Lencho. Okay, Lencho, he mentioned that 100 pesos, but he received only 70 pesos. Okay, that's why he inquired. Okay, then another one. Who does Lencho think has taken the rest of the money? What is the irony in the situation? Remember that the irony of the situation is an unexpected aspect of it. An ionic situation is strange or amusing because it is the opposite of what is expected. Okay, the fourth one is, okay, who has taken, Lencho thinks, okay, Lencho thinks that who has taken his 30 pesos. Okay, it is clear that Lencho thinks that the 30 pesos is taken by this postman. Okay, and then then what is the irony of the situation? Okay, the irony of the situation is this one. Okay, the complete faith, or else abundant faith on God. That is the irony. Okay, irony of the situation. Okay, the Lencho had complete faith on God. Okay, he has no faith on this human things. That is the irony of this situation. Okay, so that is about the text. Okay, then another one is, then, are there people like Lencho in the real world? What kind of person would you say he is? You must select appropriate words from the box to answer the question. Okay, is there any persons? Okay, is there any person in the right now, or else in our society, okay, or in our real world, like Lencho, okay, who has a complete faith on God? Okay, so then what kind of person would you say to such kind of person? Okay, so here there are some words: greedy, naive, stupid, ungrateful, selfish, comical, unquestioning. Okay, so one thing we can take that one is it comical, we can select it. Okay, comical. Okay, this word can be applied to whom? This is the person of like Lencho. Okay. Then there are two kinds of conflict in the story between humans and nature. Already I told you. Okay, there is a conflict between the human and the nature. Okay, where the Lencho and the human or nature, that is the hailstorms. Okay, then and between humans and themselves. Okay, there is a conflict between the Lencho and the postman. Okay, there is a conflict. Okay, so how are these conflicts illustrated? Okay, so you can illustrate it. Okay, there was a conflict between this Lencho and a hailstorms. How it is? Okay, what is the conflict? We know it. Then the next conflict is the Lencho and the postman. How he is accusing of stealing 30 pesos. Okay, out of 100 pesos. Okay, this is how you can narrate it. Okay, then this rest is about grammar section that we shall discuss in the next class. So thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you might have recapped. Okay, this is topic related to God. Have a nice day. Bye.